All right. Okay, we should be live. Welcome, gamers. We are back after a bit of a break to work on our game. So today, let's see. Pause menu is coming along. We've got the back end stuff set up for the settings. Buttons for deleting this. This hasn't been looked at yet. So we're still on these two tasks here. Right. So I need to double check to make sure that my repo is up to date. Pause menu. Okay, good. Now we go to a test scene. And we're going to double check our boy to make sure he has a pause menu. Let's see this. Main camera. Here's the canvas for the pause menu. Go and rename this to pause menu. Pause. Rename to pause canvas. Like that. I haven't set up a script to activate the pause menu yet. So let's go ahead and do that, I guess. Edit the script. There's going to be a couple things I have to do. I'm going to obviously set it up with keyboard and mouse first, and then I'm going to set it up with controller. So let's get a really quick controller script, or like a script that has a controller component in it. So see, here it is. On jump, which is this is the function. Yo, it's Lord Chris. What's going on, Reese? This is the function that calls the jump. So we're gonna write like an equivalent function for the controller. So there's gonna be some weirdness because it's gonna depend on how I pause the game. How's it going? Welcome. We've got a few hours of work. And then I gotta go climbing today. Input system. So we're gonna get this. Pause. Input system. The function is more than likely gonna be called on pause. Okay. This is gonna be on pause. I'm doing good. I had a nice long break from working on the game, which was really nice. Not really, actually. I missed it. I missed working. I tried to play Helldivers a bunch, and it just did not work. I could not get in for the longest, and then finally when I did get in, the game kept kicking me out. I was playing with, a couple boys, and the game just kept kicking me out. I kept timing out. And I don't know if it's my internet or what it is. Helldivers keeps crashing on me. Yeah, man. It's frustrating because the game is so much fun. We're going to do a private boolean called paused. We're going to say false to start off with. So then on pause will cause it to pause. We're going to need a public game object. Pause canvas. Okay. So then whenever you press on pause equals the opposite of pause. Oh shoot, hang on. Pause. And then if pause, so once you switch it and it says true, then you'll go ahead and activate the pause menu. So pause canvas game object set active equals to true. This will turn on the canvas. That is the pause menu. And then before that, we need to do some other business. So there's like freeze timer, player physics, I mean, a bunch of stuff. It's just basically pause, call true, or call main pause function. So that's what we'll do. So this is our on pause for the controller. Let's write another function that's pause. Void pause. Like that. Application pause. Ah, what is this? Send to all game objects when the player pauses. What? What is this? Oh, Chin joined the stream. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Oh my goodness. I'm honored. Isn't it like... Well, I guess this is kind of around the time when, like, you're going to sleep and then I'm waking up. My goodness. You get to see me be a nerd, yeah. I hope that you are not too bored watching me code and do this stuff. Right now, it's almost 10. I was watching True Crime. This is better. I don't know if this is gonna be any better than True Crime. You just get to watch me work on this silly little project that I've been doing for the past month and a half, or I guess we're going on 2 months now. Let me get my controller. Whoa. Yeah, see? I can do stuff in a video game. Yeah. Right, I've got a big to-do list of things I've got to do for the game. Right now, it's pause menu stuff. Basically, I have to figure out how to link this up to the controller. There is a way to... There's going to be also a on-click of it here. Let me just... I gotta remember how to do it. There is another script that has kind of what I... like my template. Give me a second. But yeah, I gotta keep trucking along. It's, I'm supposed to be kind of done with this project in March. So I've only got, like, the rest of this... I've got, like, a month and a week, basically, to keep working. I'm really enjoying the project, so I might go past that, but my goal for the year is to make 4 games. 4 games with each 3 months apiece, and so I want to see by the end of the year what my 4th game looks like compared to my first game and see how much I've improved. Compare that to my other game. Yeah, within March, hopefully. That'd be nice. And especially, like, since I've started streaming, I feel like I've been more consistent about my work. Okay, so here's the input. So if input get key down, blah, blah, blah. So this is kind of what the script that I want. So if input key code escape, that's the pause button. So when you escape, it does this stuff again. So I actually think that this will be a part of the function for pausing, so we can make that. So I need to make a function that's pause. Yeah, it's this is supposed to be like, I don't know if you've ever played Super Monkey Ball. I'll show you. So Super Monkey Ball is like an old game on the I played it on the PlayStation 2, and like you roll around. What the heck? There's no gameplay. You like roll around on this track as a monkey in a ball. It's so dumb. Uh, I'm gonna turn off the sound for this though. But yeah, so like this monkey in a ball, and you're rolling around on a track, and so like it's taking a lot of inspiration from this, obviously, because I'm a ball, and there could be a monkey inside the ball. You just don't know because it's not transparent, but there might be a monkey in the ball. And then my other inspiration is Jet Set Radio. So the game has like a semi cel shaded art style, and then I have um, a music engineer working on some stuff. He's making music for the game, which has been really great. And it's gonna be kind of like the jungle EDM, hip hop inspired music, like that's from Jet Set Radio. I can let you hear a little bit of the music. Let me pause this streaming music. So hopefully it's not too loud. So the title screen is here. I'm working on the pause menu, so I'm working out of a test scene, but this is like the actual game. This music is from somebody that I found online on his SoundCloud. His name was Sean. Sean makes sounds. But yeah, a little bit of EDM, cyberpunk feel for the music, and then when you start the game, you get more of the like jungle beat. Let's see, here we go. You get that little bit of that Jet Set Radio influence. Yeah, vaporwave, exactly. That's a good genre. I have to do like a mix of like free stuff and stuff we create ourselves, just because 3 months is such a short amount of time to make, I guess, a full project. Good morning, gamers. But yeah. Pause this. Okay. Good morning, Froy. What's going on, gamers? Yeah, it's good afternoon for Reese and Chen. They are on the other side of the world. Okay, but anyways, like I have more music, and I my last stream I went over all of the music that I wanted to use, and I got a lot of different soundtracks to use. This person makes like really good music, or at least I thought so. It's like FL Studio, like real like indie. I plan on whenever I finish up the project, I'm gonna message, or I probably will message this person sooner, just because I want to make sure that they know like I'm gonna use their stuff. But I really like their music, and so I think what I'm gonna do is, use quite a lot of this. I might make a system that like it plays like a radio, so like you can skip songs if you press a button, and like it'll go to the next song, and I think that'll be really cool. It's like when you're in a car in GTA or something, and you can like change the radio around. Okay, but anyways, the stream is like Dabber Gamers getting bored. That's fine. It is. It can be a little boring. All game development, like it can absolutely be boring sometimes. So let's do a private void trigger pause. And so this is where we'll put all of our pausing. So this is probably actually going to go in here. So you switch the pause boolean around. If now the pause boolean is true, you set the canvas. Okay, that's fine. Now, on pause right here, we'll put trigger pause. That's fine. So we'll call that function. If we hit the escape button, we'll also trigger pause. Trigger pause. Now this function, on application pause, sent to all game objects when the player pauses. It's like a dark synthwave if it's the vibe of my little ball, yeah. My balls do really be dark synthwave. feeling, you know. That's pretty normal for my tiny balls. So what we gotta do now is we'll come here, we'll start the game, hit escape, and see if it works. All I'm expecting to happen is that the canvas comes up. No, did not come up. Oh, I think I know why. It's because in my prefab, I didn't set the canvas to the right spot. So we'll go to player, prefab, canvas, player. So here's the player, here's the pause. This goes, oh, hang on. This is rename pause canvas player pause. Oh, sorry. Gotta go down. It goes here. So pause canvas goes right here. And that fixes that. Keep it PG, Elijah. Sorry. Sorry, Reese. Old habits. Yeah, it was bad. The other day I had to delist a stream because I was in with Robert and Ethan, and they just started going off the rails. There you go, pause menu works. So now I've got to write the other half of this. Another thing that has to happen is whenever I go into a pause, I have to free my mouse up, or free the cursor. Whenever you're playing with the controller, I need an event system. Hang on. Is there an event system in this? There's one there. And there's one there. Okay, we're fine. Yeah. Ethan had a really great idea to replace this art that we have with like Super Mario style video playing of the game. And so this right now is just a placeholder. But yeah, this was like kind of some of the concept art that we had for the game. And it was just like the game started out, you'll start in like the sewers and like a graffiti strewn sewers, and like the player can't jump or do anything really except for move and balance, and then once he gets into the city he can jump and dash. And so like as the game goes along, the player gets more abilities and stuff, and the art style changes and the music changes, and that was kind of the whole idea of the game. Right. So I have to unlock the cursor. There is, I think on my look, yeah, so cursor lock state. So I need to change this in the pause menu. So if you are pausing, cursor lock state is none, and then visible is true, so that you can see the cursor. We need to write the other side of this, else, which means that if the player, so if the player becomes paused, do all this stuff. Now, if you've changed the Boolean around and the player is no longer paused, then you do this stuff, which will be just the opposite of all of these things. So cursor lock state goes to locked, and then visible becomes false, and then pause is set to false. So now what we should see is I can turn the canvas on and off whenever I'm playing. So let's go try that. So start the game. We're gonna hit escape. We can see everything here, and then we hit pause, escape again, and the pause comes off, and we can do that over and over again to pause the game. Now we need to handle how to actually pause the game. So on application pause is gonna be like, we're gonna send a message to all of the other game objects on application pause. So there might be a way to use this. I didn't know that this function existed, so I'm gonna look it up really quick to see what it does. Okay, and that might help me. I would just have to go through my other scripts and say, hey, whenever you get the on application pause function event, pause Unity. When you get the whatever this is causing, you're gonna stop whatever. The pause status parameter is either true or false, paused or running. All mono behaviors receive this event while they're initializing just after wake, so it'll be called with status false for running. On entering play mode, they receive it again whenever the application pauses or unpauses or loses or regains focus. Okay. Unity does not call on application pause in response to toggling the pause button in the editor toolbar. On application pause to trigger in a player application running separately from the editor can be a coroutine. To do this as a yield statement. Void is paused. App paused is paused equals false. On GUI is if is paused GUI label blank blank blank. Void on application focus has is paused equals does not have focus. Okay, I understand this a little bit. Hmm. So let's say on application pause true here. So it's true here, and then when we get here, on application pause equals false. Now, what I would do is come here. So this is the function I would call inside of my other scripts to change the behavior. Does not exist in the current context. Well, damn you. So I looked at the documentation. Let's see if I can get an example of how to use it. Can somebody explain the on application pause focus? Since Unity is one of the first, if not the first, to be returned on search, the order is app initially starts, on focus is true, app is soft closed, on focus false, on application paused is true, app is brought forward after soft closing. No, that's not incredibly helpful. Oh, let me turn this back on. Ethan's been working on some of the art too. Let's see. I don't want this out. Let's see if I can show some of this stuff. See, Ethan Riley's been busy. You know, I've got some of my UI stuff, but he's been drawing for me. He's been doing a good job. He came up with this logo, got that logo made for us. He did some of the original concept art. Yeah, the art for the game. I'm happy with the art for the game. We're just keeping it going. The right way to pause a game. This is what I kind of need. Yeah, this is how I was doing it before, setting timescale to 0. Not everything will be affected. How to pause the game when you're using the timescale. What does and doesn't get paused. This is, I might be able to do timescale, but I don't think that works. Update will continue to be called. That's a problem. Fixed update doesn't get called at all. Okay. Time will be stopped. That's good. Delta time base movement will be stopped. That's okay. How to pause everything in the game except for certain objects. For example, to use unscaled time. How to use coroutines. Oh my goodness, we got an ad. Get out of here. Input get down. Game is paused. Game is paused. Pause game. does this. I've already set that up. If you're not paused, make the player jump. Player can't jump, the game is paused. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll have to come back and read this, but I kind of get the gist of it. We'll go ahead and get rid of this. Let's try timescale. I just don't like the idea of it because I feel like there's a better, more efficient way to do it. Let's go ahead and do timescale. Time.timescale equals 0. And then time.timescale equals 1. And then also audio listeners, I gotta disable them. What was it again? It's how to turn the music off. Audio listener pause equals true. Audio listener pause equals false. This, I actually don't know if I want to do. Because I want to put pause music. That's what I would like to do. Or I would like to make the music really low. Okay. There's a couple things I can do, but we're gonna stick with this for now. It'd be cool if, like, when you pause the game, it like makes the music quiet and then also very low. Or not quiet and low. It makes it quiet and it like slows it down or something. Okay. Why can't I jump? Oh, right, I forgot. Okay, the game's pausing. The game is pausing. Yeah, I think new music for the pause menu is the best. Okay, pause menu seems to be working. I'm gonna level select to, cause like the ball freezes. Oh crap, I don't have any of the levels. Hang on. So settings is working, so we'll go lower the music. Go back, start. Okay. So let's just really quickly get through this. Oh my god, the sensitivity's so bad. I fixed the sensitivity, but now it's shitty for my computer, but I'm hoping it's better for other people's computer. Alright. I can fix the sensitivity in the pause menu. Or I can't do it yet. I can't fix the sensitivity in the pause menu yet. Come here. Alright. I just gotta get through these levels. I've been checking the delete, or the, what do you call that? It's like where you delete the save. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Okay. I've also got to get the SFX volume modified, because I did the music. The music's obviously working, right? It's much quieter. Here we go. Alright, only a few more levels left. Shit, hang on. Here we go. Oh, wait, I gotta back up. New music, menu music specific. Yeah, that's actually what I do want to do that. I want pause menu specific music. I don't know if we'll have time to make it. I might have to just choose one of the songs I got from Sean and use that. Which is not a bad choice. It's not a bad choice at all. Oh, crap. I made it. Doing that. Nice. Okay, this level sucks. I just have to get to the point where I can jump so that I can test the pause menu with the jump. Okay, there we go. Alright, here we go. So here's the jumping area. I can jump, and it pauses. Jump, and it pauses. Great. Phenomenal. Okay, that's fun. That's great. So now I have to go to my pause. There's a button. Resume, the resume button. So the resume button is going to take on the player, and he's going to get the pause script, and it's going to get the trigger pause. So that means I need to make it a public. Give me a second. Trigger pause is public. So then we fix that. Come back here. Then we go down. Player, new function, pause. Where's pause? Crap, I'm losing it. Pause, trigger pause. So now whenever I press the resume button, what it's gonna do is it'll trigger the function to turn the pause off. So now I don't have to press escape to pause. So look at this. Hit this, resume, resume, resume. Settings, main menu. Okay. Right. So return to title is also, it's going to need a scene loader. Scene loader. And it's going to go to title screen. I'm pretty sure that's the scene's name. Title screen. Yep. Title screen, and it is a reset. And then we go to play. You're gonna load yourself. Scene loader, load scene. Yep, beautiful. So it's gonna load that whenever I hit the pause button, or I hit return to main menu. Hit start. Hit pause, main menu. Beautiful. That's exactly what I want. Next is the settings canvas. Here's my canvas controller. It should activate settings and deactivate pause. That did not seem to be working. Yeah. Yeah, something's up with this one. Oh, I see. Hang on, it's right here. Canvas controller, trigger. That's wrong. Hang on. Sorry. The function is not named correctly. I don't think that'll bug anything out, but it's dumb. That was my bad. Missing canvas controller trigger. Oh, crap. I'm gonna have to go fix all those other ones. I don't think all of these are gonna get messed up. I messed up. Hang on. I have to like open all of these because there's so many buttons with that. Oh, crap. Level selector. Game objects. Stage toggle. Stage toggle. Toggle selector. Back is gonna have canvas controller. Deactivate level selection. Oh crap. I did say I was gonna fix this stuff, but okay, so the level selector is a different beast. I'll come back to that later. Disclaimer is a button. Crap, where are my buttons? Okay, here. Jeez. This is a scene loader. Continue is deactivated. Level selector is working. This one is needing a new canvas controller. Trigger. Okay. Exit is a scene loader. Okay, that was literally it? That can't be right. Oh, here we go. Canvas controller, trigger, credits, canvas controller, trigger. There we go. Okay, so that handles this menu. Man, I messed up. This one should be a canvas controller trigger. That handles the disclaimer menu. Credits needs to be fixed. Canvas controller trigger. That handles the credits. Settings has a back button. Canvas controller trigger. Trigger. Okay. That should fix everything. It just sucks that, like, I didn't catch that at the beginning. Disclaimer, back, credits, back, settings, back, settings, back. Okay. I do have a little bit of a problem here. So, pause menu is starting to work. This is starting to work. I need to make a new task. Make it so that when game loads, the settings are already applied. This is gonna be a hot. I'll do normal. I'll come back to this. There we go. I'll do this next. Ethan's still working on that. I'll do this on the last. Okay, pause this, turn this back on. Okay, so pause menu's working. Or should be working. Better at least. Start the game. Pause the game. Settings. Great. This back button doesn't work. That's okay. Kind of expected that. Or should have expected that. Let's go into my settings here. This back has a canvas controller. Yes. It needs a trigger. So activate, pause, deactivate settings. Right? And then pause also needs, let's turn this on. Or let's view this in context. Come on. Double click this. Scene. There we go. Just trying to remember how to do this. I need a back button. Or no, I have a resume button. What am I talking about? Okay. So now this should work. And then the last thing will be is to connect the pause button to the, what's it called? The pause button to the controller. Because like right now it's working with the, with this, with the keyboard. Great. It's all linked up. Pause menu. That makes me really happy because that means that this is done. The pause menu is in. Now I've just got to get it linked to the settings, which is a whole nother thing. So now I know that I know that in my game, I've got the game manager following the player around. So I need this pause menu to get connected to this game manager somehow. I've gotta look at the individual components and say, hey, this is text. I need the sliders. So these are my sliders. On change value, update slider. Let's look at this script. So on start, find the game manager, get your component, and you get the switch cases here, and then you update the game manager's stuff. So every one of these sliders has this component. On value change, now the question is, do I modify these sliders here? Game manager slider. Yes, I do. So that means I just need to go to my player and I need to get their slider, I need to get them attached to themselves, basically. Slider, no function, update slider. Where is it? Crap. How did I do it again? So slider, game manager, and then I give it the slider. Game manager update X sense. Huh? That seems wrong. Update Y sense. Music volume. Wait a second. Something seems off. Why would I need that? So the game manager's here. I know I have these.
I just finished my third semester and I'm excited to show you some cool spots around campus.
Is equal to the volume of the slider when I update it. The update slider. Oh, okay. This happens. Shoot. This is gonna be a problem. Oh man, I just deleted something. Here. Sorry. This gets the game manager. But this is how it's updating. So this is how it updates from that menu, because the game manager exists there, but the game manager is going to be like a new instance. So there's no way for me to do a public reference in the pause menu. I need to do a search for it. But I know that my update slider gets it. So maybe I should just do this so that man. So this is calling this.
Each track is made by artists as passionate as I am.
Maybe I should just copy these
Sound effects add a whole new dimension to make my
into the update slider, because this will exist.
In a license that covers all my creative needs. I tell my story with Artlist.
Makes sense. It'll be for itself. Oh, crap. Okay. Here we go. Got it. Sorry. This is what I want. Game Manager X Sense becomes that. Game Manager Y Sense becomes this. I don't need these. Don't need that. The music volume. Music volume. Game Manager music volume, which is what I'm saving, becomes this. Sorry. Game Music Manager volume. Don't need this. Don't need this. Now, the main music source, I need to get a reference to it. Because this is also like a thing that is just a singleton instance. So I need to do private game audio source, audio source, and it's called main music source. Main music source. Just like that. Now, main music source is going to be equal to, hang on. It's going to be game object, find object with tag, and I just need to know the tag. So game music, its tag is game music, very easy. So game object dot tag, find object with tag, and the tag is game music, and then I do get component audio source. There you go. Okay, so now whenever the player updates the music here, it'll get fixed. What is this? What is game music? Or music volume? Music volume is equal to S. Music volume equals to data.music volume. Oh, I know. Sorry. It's game manager music volume. There you go. There. And it's going to be the same thing for this. So game manager SFX volume. Okay, and the SFX volume right now is not in a working state. Like I'm not actually modifying the SFX volume. I'm just making sure that it works with this. That way, if it works with the music volume, then I can come around and do it with the SFX volume. Now the idea is that since I'm in the pause menu, let's go ahead and save this. This settings stuff should not be affected at all by any of those changes because it's referencing a game manager script and the game manager's update X since. But whenever I go to the player, these sliders will reference the update slider update X since. That way, whenever I'm updating the slider here, it's able to get the references to the game manager and it's able to get references to the music and stuff. My God, this is complicated. Y since this slider, this is music, and then this last slider is going to be SFX volume. SFX volume, beautiful. Okay, so now, crap, this gets complicated. I can go to settings, make the music low, bring the SFX up, make the Y up and the X up, apply, go back, start the game. Now I should be going to pause, settings. Oh, dude, it's all saved here, and then it works. It works. It works great. Apply, back, resume. Now my sensitivity feels really good. X and Y feels great, but I can modify it if I want it. If it's too high, I can bring it down. Resume. And it's a lot slower now. I can bring it really low. Let's see if that works. Yeah, way slower. This is great. We'll bring it up. Bring this up. Bring this down some more. Back. Resume. And things feel a lot smoother now. The settings are working. Now the test is I modified those in the game manager. Now if I go back to the menu, do the settings, persist. Main menu, settings. It looks like they persist. Dude, great. Very cool. Alright, that is settings pretty much done, I think. I think that takes care of it. Now the other thing is like, okay, do my settings persist between playthroughs? So like player configs. I think they do. Not when the game first starts. Okay, yes, it works. Alright. It's done. I think that for pause menu, that's as far as I need to go for now. This is going to be a lower priority. Let's go ahead and make this low. Low priority. Delete its order. Let's make this low priority too. because it's not a super huge deal. Like the player will notice that their settings are fucked up, and their settings are messed up, and they'll go fix it themselves. And as soon as they open the settings menu, it's gonna revert their configs, or like load their configs. I'll make something so that it loads automatically though. Maybe game manager. Maybe I need to just force it to happen in the game manager on start or on awake. So like right after this happens, it updates everything. Sorry, hang on. SFX volume equals S value. Music. I'm actually in the look here. Isn't this where? Hang on, sorry. I gotta just remember how I did what's going on. So this is my save spot. X sense equals S value. That's fine. But it should be in look that it's getting the update. Give me a second. Speed warp modifier. Wait, how am I getting this to update? God bless. Why do I keep messing myself up? Where's the references to these? No, this. These are public. They're being used. I would have thought they were being used here. Game manager? Game manager accents. Here it is. It's literally right here. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. What I want is on awake, this stuff updates. So what I can do, what I should do is make it so that as I load the game, if data is not null, xsense equals this stuff. So this fixes. This is what I need. Oh my god, this was so easy. Why didn't I just do this? Main music source volume dot equals music volume, copy where music volume was loaded, and then literally just update this. Because the sensitivity and stuff is gonna be fine. It's literally just the volumes that I'm like, no, it's not working the way I want it to. So that should fix it. Man, it's always like this, where it's like I'm sitting with a problem in my head, and I'm like, oh, I gotta come up with this complicated way to fix it. And then I go to sleep for a few days, and I wake up, and I'm like, oh, this problem was so simple. Yeah, it did it. That fixed it. All right, music really loud. Apply, save it. Pause. Hang on, let me just turn this off. Now the music will start up, and it'll be very loud because I load in with the settings. Yeah, settings, music very low. Apply, back, pause, turn the game off, turn the game back on, and the music will be really quiet. Yeah, there you go. It's saved. That was it. That's literally all I had to do. So dumb. Okay. That takes care of this actually takes care of this. This is done too. Whoops. What was the other thing? Buttons for delete level save data and to reset the default for settings. I don't think this will get done. The reason being is that the binary encoder saves the data as a chunk, and it saves the levels and the player configs all together. So like if I delete one, it deletes the other. They're not saved separately. Yeah, see here. So my game data is saved as a chunk like this. All the levels are saved together, and then all the player configurations are saved together. So it's like I can't separate them, so to speak. I could do something where it's like whenever I go into the settings and I say, hey, go to default, I guess I could do it. Man, oh. Okay, so this is what we'll do. This is delete save. Save game. This is delete save. This deletes everything. Let's go to the game. So here's my delete save. It kills the path. That's fine. But what I think I need to do is instead, whenever I delete the save, I need to have two more functions. That's like delete levels, or delete save, or level progression, delete level progression, and delete player configs. So let's do that really quick. Let's see if I can write it. Man, yeah. I mean, it's possible. So it's delete level progression. Okay, fine. Delete level progression. So then it's going to be this. We turn all the levels off, and then save system dot save game. So we basically clear all the levels, and then we save the game again. And then it's the same for this. We do public delete player config, player settings. We can say player configs or player settings. I think player settings is more accurate. Then we do I think this stuff turns into 0.5. All of this turns into 0.5. Delete save, delete. Oh, yeah, it's fine. So we'll do this. And then it's just 0.5f for all. 0.5f for all. No. It's 50 for all. 50f for all. Except for this. This becomes 0.5. 0.5f. Right here. So when we reset to default, all this stuff will become default. Okay. And then we save. That way, whenever I delete the player settings or delete the level progression, it saves the game with these new settings. So whenever I delete the player settings, it'll revert all of the player settings, save. That way the levels are the way they're supposed to be. And then vice versa, where I delete the level progression, it keeps the game the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so this should work. So then I need to come into my level selector, change this around, pause, settings. This is the player menu. Game objects, settings, level select, delete data. Instead of this, it's game manager, not delete save, but game manager, delete level progression. So let's try this. Oh crap, sorry. Game manager, delete level progression. Press play. The music should be low still. Delete save, and it kills all this stuff, so I can't see this anymore. But my player settings are still here. Great. Now, let's go ahead and make another button for the level selector, or for the settings, and make it revert. Okay. That's great. That's what I want. Okay. You know, these things I'm like, oh, it's impossible. I can't do that. It's going to be too hard. It's not true. I can do most of this stuff. It's like, but these are like, so, I'm afraid that I'm going to be focusing on too many small details of this stuff, like the player convenience. Hey, what the heck was that? What the hell? Something was wrong there. I messed something up. Hmm. What is this? Delete data button. On button component on click, add the listener, reset, game manager, game buttons, tag, on component, reset, game manager, delete, save. Don't do that, please. Oh, no, it's fine. This is delete level progression. Just like that. Okay, sorry. So this button is calling this function. That's what I want. I want this button to call this delete level progression. Not delete level progression. It's going to be this delete data button. And it's going to be the function reset. No? It's going to be the other way around. This button for here. And then I remove this. None. Okay. I think that'll do it. Excuse me, sorry. Because right now I'm deleting the player data. It deleted the settings entirely. That's fine. Okay, I've got to do a few levels. And with that, I'll know. God, the settings are awful. Oh wait, I can update them now. Yeah, it feels way better. Oh crap. Well, they're kind of slow for me. Maybe I should increase it. Oh my god. Okay. So back to the main menu. We can see level select. I've got levels. Let's go back and change these to be like whatever, right? In settings, no. Level select, delete, save. Back. Settings are still good. Now the test is if we pause the game and come back, do our player configs persist? And the answer is yes. Do our level selection persist? It does. So that means that it's working the way I think it should. Hopefully. God, Lord, let it be working the way I think it should. Okay. That now I need to go and fix the settings menu to have the reset to default thing set up. And it's bad because I'm kind of doing this in two different ways, but I can't really help that at the moment. So let's take that off, come here and turn this on, and then we'll come here, we'll copy one of these. How is this usually? Let's call this reset. Rename this to reset. Reset, like that. We'll make it, we'll go ahead and put these into an object. And then take that, move it to the right, like this. That looks about right. Then we take the whole game object, we move it to the left, like this. Okay. Now we have to open this up. delete that game object, reset, make it reset, and let's change the colors to like blue, I guess. I think blue is okay. Let's do like a dark purpley blue, maybe. I need some lighter colors in here, hang on. There we go, that looks kind of good. This needs to just be like a dark purple. Beautiful. And then this is the reset button. So now we need to set up the reset canvas trigger. No, I don't want the canvas. It's not a canvas controller. So we'll delete this, remove that component. It's a game manager thing. So we go to game manager, and it's going to be reset, delete player settings. So there you go. And it'll reset this stuff to normal. Now the question is, whenever it resets the level or resets the player settings, does it change the S values? It does not. So let's go ahead. I mean, it's right here. It's all right here, so I might as well change it, right? Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll do it right here, actually. So we need all this stuff. Let's do... Oh, no. Crap. It's not... It doesn't have references to all the sliders. Crap! And I don't have a way of telling the sliders to reset, do I? Edit script. And this only happens on start, so this won't work. Crud. Yeah, there's a gap here. There's something missing. I need to make it so that whenever I reset, the sliders will also reset their values. How do I do that? So I know that in my game manager, where the hell is my game manager? Here we go. In my game manager, when I call this function, it's gonna do a bunch of stuff. But I should also be saying to the sliders have access to the game manager. So I just have to make it so that if I say reset, the slider resets itself. That doesn't seem too hard, right? Right? Crap. And I don't want to do it in, I guess I have to do it in kind of an update function. So let's do void update if game manager reset. If the game manager says to reset, then you set your value s.value equal to 50. Yeah, like that, right? And then game manager dot reset equals false. Okay. No, bad. This is bad. Because only one of the sliders is going to update. Crap. Maybe I... Maybe I write a function that has to return something, and then I call all of the instances of that function until they've... No. This function needs to put out like a boolean or something that's a check. So let's say reset equals true. Bad. That's not what I wanted. Reset. Don't change it. We'll make it a public boolean. We'll call reset is equal to false. And then it goes to true. So now when you say it's true, all of the sliders need to be looking. All the sliders are looking. And then they will reset themselves. But there needs to be a check to say, hey, once you've reset everything, or once everything is reset, you're good to turn that boolean off. And these sliders can't see each other, so they need to be able to see each other somehow, or this needs to be able to see the sliders. That's the problem, is I don't know. Man, this is a more complicated problem. So how do I get it so that these sliders can see each other? Is there a way I can call all of the update slider functions to change their values? I might have to come back to this problem. So here's my game manager, and here's all my sliders, right? Game manager says it's time to change all your values. So it talks to all of these guys, and all of these values change, and so they'll talk back. So they start talking back, and the game manager should be responsible for getting all the replies. And if all the replies are good, it does all the checks for all these replies, then it turns reset off. So I need to keep track. Once reset goes true, I need to keep track of all the responses from the sliders. So that means I need to write a function here. We love paint. Yes, we do. Paint helps a lot. Let's do a public function. Public bool. Yeah. Reset slider. Okay. Reset slider, and we say you looked up from your true crime for paint. This is it. This is all you got. This is all we do in paint. Maybe I'll start up. I don't know if you guys remember. I used to do the MS Paint art streams where I would make a crazy piece of art with just MS Paint. Those were fun days. Let's go ahead and kill this. I don't need this. So all we're doing is updating this, and then return true. That's all we want to do. So get rid of this. So now let's come up with a way to call this for all the sliders in the game. And there's only 4 settings right now. So it wouldn't be unreasonable to just get a reference to all the sliders. And the game manager isn't, man. I mean, it really wouldn't be unreasonable to get all these sliders together, technically. Oh, I have them. I already have them. Oh my god. Yeah, dog, I already have them. So stupid. Okay, never mind. I don't need this. I don't need that. I already set myself up for success here, and I just was too stupid to see it. Give me a second. This is what I want. I already have the references. Where did I use these even? Should have used these somewhere. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Put those there. Come back. I don't need this boolean. So I have references to the sliders already, which means that I can just say, like, have you guys seen the new trailer for the new Planet of the Apes movie? That shit looks fire. I mean, that stuff looks fire. It looks so good. Equals 50F. It seems like there's a bunch of cool movies. Me and my dad, and Ethan went to see the Demon Slayer movie yesterday, but we were in the wrong theater, and we were in the wrong theater watching another movie, not realizing that it wasn't like an advertisement. Yes, they're making a new Planet of the Apes. It's gonna be awesome. They've got like a trilogy now of like the modern Planet of the Apes movies, and like it's great. Yeah, hang on. It's like Kingdom, or something like that. New Planet of the Apes movie. This is Dawn of the Planet, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It looks really good. I'm such a huge fan of Planet of the Apes, man. Like, I can't wait. I want to do it where it's like I watch all of the, yeah, it's Kingdom. Where I watch all of the old, or not old ones, like basically just try to do a Planet of the Apes movie marathon. I don't think Ethan's seen the older Planet of the Apes, and I haven't even seen like the oldest Planet of the Apes. There's so many. I mean, it's an old Apis, Planet of the Apis. Here we go. Like this one, Legacy Collection. It's old movies. Yeah. See that guy. Oh my god. I haven't seen him either. Look, see, that's it. And then there was like the Planet of the Apes in like the 2000s. I think this is from 68. Oh my god, I didn't realize it was that old. Holy moly, that's from 68. That's pretty crazy. Looks pretty good for like 1968. But then there was another. There was this Planet of the Apes in the 2000s, and they had the sexy monkey, and the like really rapey monkey. Oh my god, I remember that being kind of traumatizing. I think I was like maybe around 10. Yeah, they're not. They're pretty like it's the practical effects. Like as a story as a whole, I don't think it's that bad. But like I remember in this movie when bye Reese, have fun at work. I remember in this movie when they there was like a scene where this monkey like was beating somebody up, and he was like beating them up like he was a gorilla or something, and it was like that's pretty traumatizing. Yeah, good times. But yeah, Kingdom, it's gonna be really good. Or I have a feeling it's gonna be good. All the modern Planet of the Apes have been pretty good. Oh right, so this should fix it up. I should be able to just hit the reset button and things like go the way I want it to. So let's go ahead and just close this. Turn this on. Next, I have to get the controller's pause button working. That should not be too difficult. So now we're here, level select, or no, settings. My settings are good. Apply, back. We're just gonna double check again to make sure everything is persistent. Okay, it is. So now we do a reset. Everything goes back to normal. go back, settings, everything's normal, go back, unpause the game, or pause the game, no, stop the game. We come back to settings, everything's normal. Let's go ahead and turn this stuff like way down, apply back, start the game, make sure everything works like normal, settings, turn this off, turn this away up, apply back, main menu, delete, back, settings, still normal, reset, and it looks like everything is really consistent. Good. Now we gotta get this into the pause menu. So let's go ahead and copy this. And let's go to our pause menu. We're gonna open this up. Resume settings. Here's our settings. Oh, wait, sorry. Our settings menu's here. I need this to be visible. How do I get this to be visible again? Hang on. It's all backwards, but it's okay, whatever. I don't have the brain power to fix that. I'm gonna paste here. No, bad. That was not good. I need the reset button. Get the reset button. Go back here. Paste it here. There's my reset button. Great. Now come back here. Turn this off. Save it. Go back to my player. Back and apply need to be moved. Okay, this is a problem. Excuse me, sorry. Alright, let's move this. Not that way. The right. Then apply also goes to the left. Okay. It's not gonna be perfect. I'll tell you what, we can do this. We can start the game. Okay, now we see this, right? We can, oh no, it looks fine. Now this reset button is going to be a little bit different. Because I'm going to have to figure out how to get it to run its functions. This doesn't do anything. What? This does good. This updates the manager. Updates this. But I don't think it saves. Oh no.
With the Mint Mobile family plan, any two people can join.
Hang on, that's not good.
$15 a month. Even me and my agent.
Wait, hold up. You think of us as family?
Oh God, no. I consider you a very dear paid acquaintance.
This needs to be this needs to be fixed. Something's not right here. The sliders are doing all the updating that I need.
With TurboTax Live Experts, 100% accuracy.
But the apply button isn't doing what I need. Edit this? So it's like this is saving stuff. Crap. So the apply button isn't really doing anything.
No matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life,
Weird.
at all, everything's actually all right. You're okay.
Yeah. It is nostalgic. I mean, it's kind of nostalgic. I wish that, like, because we used to sit, but we could still talk to each other. Now you're just sitting and listening to my voice, and I'm just talking to myself in like an empty room. It does kind of remind me, like, when we used to sit in art class and stuff and work together, or I guess work on two different projects, just sitting together. We were also with just tons of people. I want to get back to that. I haven't painted in a long time or done any artwork. I mean, I guess this technically constitutes artwork, but not like in the same way. I guess it doesn't feel exactly the same. Does my pause menu have a script? It might actually have a script here that I can use. Trigger, pause, player, pause. It does. Why don't I just put my scripts into the player? Like this. Why don't I just put it here? I mean, you talking to yourself while I sit as Jason is pretty normal to me. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But hey, wait a second. You talk. You definitely talk. Maybe not to yourself, but you say things to me. It's not just me. No, it's not just me sitting having like I'm not just sitting by myself having hallucinations, talking to myself. It's a process. I have a process. I'm not I saw the other day, or I've seen this a couple times throughout the years, but I saw the other day the idea that like some people don't see anything in their head, or like if like they can't have visual thoughts, and so like that's often why people talk out loud. It's like because they need to get their thoughts out loud so that they can have their thoughts. And I was like, there's no way, because like I can think quietly, it just helps to think out loud. But like there's the idea, it's like some people can't imagine an apple in their head. Imagine an apple in your mind test. Yes, okay, so here's the test. Whenever you think of an apple, or if you try to visualize an apple in your head, are you a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And I'm like, bro, I think I'm a 4, if not a 5. Like, I thought about this really hard. I sat and I was thinking, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and I was about to go to sleep. I was like, I need to think of an apple. So I closed my eyes, and I was like, kind of half trying to fall asleep, trying to half think of this stupid apple. And it gave me a headache. It gave me such a headache because I could not, for the life of me, visualize the details of an apple like as an image in my brain. But I was like, I know how to draw an apple. I draw an apple, like I could draw an apple in 30 seconds and it would look like very similar to this, right? Number one. But for the life of me, I could not like gather the details in my mental image, or like as a mental image. And I was like, wait a second. How do I draw anything? How do I I see the fruit in my head. See, that's crazy to me. Cause like I don't see, like, it's weird because I feel like I know what an apple looks like. I know what it is. Like, and I can like, I get like a shape, but like even like the colors, like I feel like those don't come at all. And like even like conjuring this mental image of 4 like gives me a headache. And I'm like, what the heck? Like I never knew. I didn't know that like that some people like the fact if you see stuff like this, if you are a 1, like that's you have a superpower. And it is weird because like imagine a grape right now. What color is it? No, see? I just know grapes are purple and green. But like okay, so and then it's kind of like the talking out loud thing. I can think of a grape. I know a grape is circular, and then I know that it like a green grape is like this color, right? Let's fill it in. Right? I know that. That's easy. But like I had to like if I think of the details, what happens in my head is I think, okay, the grape needs shading. I don't just see the shading. I don't know what the shading is. I know that, you know, when a grape gets old, it starts getting brown spots. So, oh, I'm going to add brown spots to the grape. It's not like I see this. I did not see this grape in my head. I just knew that this grape would have this stuff on it. Like, this is what it would be. And that's also why I'm a very blocky, like, type of artist. Like, if I'm going to draw a horse, I know a horse, like, the boxes of a horse are kind of like, this is kind of the order that a horse goes in, right? Then there's like a circle. And like, the other thing is, I can't visualize a horse's leg, and if I can't remember which direction a horse's leg goes, like I'm not gonna be able to draw it. Like I almost got this wrong because I thought maybe the elbow joint of the horse went this direction. And I know a horse has a tail, but is a horse's tail pointed like this? Like I just know that horses' tails are like multiple strands. And now I can't for the life of me remember how the like front of a horse looks. So like I can't like visualize a horse. I just know how a horse is supposed to be. I know it has 4 legs. This is wrong. This looks more like a dog. Yeah, I'm not like if you put something in front of me, if you put the image in front of me, I will be able to copy it. But like coming up with it in my head, I have to like know it. It does look like a dog, yeah. So it's not a horse because I don't know what a horse. I can't imagine a horse in my head. That's not good. It's like, oh damn, like I'm missing a vital part of my brain that doesn't allow me to visualize things. So it is crazy to me that some people are able to see like vividly in their head those things, and I'm like, is something wrong with me? But it's like I feel like I've coped even though I'm missing that part as an artist. But I feel like me talking out loud and talking my thoughts is kind of also a consequence of that. Is because I don't have like the headspace. I don't know what it looks like. Is it are they skinny? No, they've got a curve, and I think it's like this. They've got a curve. And then I know that the back part of a horse is also the same curve. Things like that. And then the neck of a horse is like this. And they have like fur here. And they have a smiley face. Pretty good. That looks like a horse. And then they have a tail. And some ears. Like that. That's a horse. That's a horse. That looks right. And then I know that they have 4 legs, so you have to draw some more legs. See? Oh, I take it back. I know how to draw a horse. Beautiful. That's exactly baby camel. I don't like that. I don't like that leg. I gotta make that better. Toddler goat. Let's give him some fingers. that. See? I know what a horse looks like. I'd take it back. Give him another ear. Let's give him some horns. See, like, I know the idea. Right? This is the idea of a horse. This is the essence of a horse. Okay, I'll fix it. I can fix that. Doberman ears. Oh my god. Legit, actually, now that I've drawn it, I've messed myself up. I don't know how a horse's ears look. Hang on. Are they close together, or are they on the side of the head? Oh, that looks really close, actually. That looks really close. And the other thing is, like, okay, I know a saddle goes here, and it kind of looks like that, and it wraps around. Does a saddle wrap around the front of a horse too, right? And then there's always like a thing that goes in their mouth. Like that. That's good. Okay, there. There you go. That's pretty close, dude. I'm happy with that. I think that's good enough. Okay, copy this. Make it better. I'm putting this in the game. Alright, let's see. So their front legs don't bend backwards. Are you serious? No way. They're seriously straight? I didn't know that. Okay, let's fix up some of this stuff. This needs to be like a 4. Here we go. Let's go ahead and erase some of this stuff. Well, I mean, there's not a horse in front of me right now, so it doesn't really matter. Like, what are they gonna do? Stop me from making it like that? No, I don't think so. There we go. That's pretty good. The back leg's been backwards. I did that. Okay. Let's do another layer. Right. Then we do this. Wait, we do this. Selection, invert, select, shrink by, let's do 2. And then we come back to color. And we start making it brown. We're gonna make him brown. That sounds right. This is for the game. I'm putting this in the game. Crap. Wait. Oh no, it actually should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay. Put this back on top. And then make this multiply. Oh my god. What did I do? We're gonna do this. Select this by color. Select all the white, and then erase it. Select row by 1. So I can make sure to get all the white out. Let me make this big. No, that was bad. Shrink by 1. Select. Is it working? Crap, hang on. What? No way. Why wouldn't they put like a strap around the chest of the horse? That feels like it would be so, like unsafe. How is this not working? Oh, I need to add an alpha layer. Hang on. Add alpha channel, please. Thank you. And then select again. And then erase. There you go. Select none. Okay, now come back here. I'm gonna erase this. All right, looking good. This looks like a horse. Great. Let's make a darker brown color for the saddle. Bring this down. Making the color. Let's select in this loop area. Actually, I don't need a selection. What am I can freehand this. Okay, I can fix that, but I ain't gonna. Shit. What was that music playing? Gotta bring it back. That looks good. Horses are big. it's it's okay. I mean, I gotta turn this on.
Sorry, Sue, I can't get the Wi-Fi. No.
He makes him look like a moose. But I mean, he does have horns. I know horses don't have horns. Like, I'm not that dense. I just like the horns. Put this here. Screw it. I don't care. He has it. Okay, now we export this as horse. Antlers. Yeah. And then we're gonna put him in here. No, projects. VelocityRush. Is this the right folder? I gotta put him here. Yeah, this is where it goes. I got a pictures folder. There we go. Export. Export. Now check this out. This is where it gets good. Let's go to my scenes. Let's go to the sewers. We're gonna put him on the first level. I gotta just find where the hell my guy is. Hang on, where the hell is he? Oh, right. Hang on, I gotta go like this. There we go. Okay, so check this out. Let's turn real-time CSG off. I should be able to just F in it, right? Oh no. Okay, there we go. Let's turn these off. We're gonna add. Yeah, I mean, I need a lot of graffiti, and I need to like spend time to make it myself. Ethan was supposed to be working on some of that too. He just has been busy with school. Bring this over here. Here we go. Now we find the pictures folder. There's my horse. Drop him in. Here's my boy. Now we take this material. We're gonna fix this up. Horse material. Let's turn the smoothness down. Let's go albedo alpha. No, wait. There's a way to do this. Cut out. There you go. There's my boy. We turn him up. Make sure it's 90 degrees, flat. Rename this to horse. See how easy it is to make game assets? I don't know why it takes game developers years and years and years when you could just make something so awesome like this. This took me like 10 minutes. Look at how cool that is. The best art asset in the game. Actually, I want to put him on this wall. 90 degrees. Here we go. Excellent. So excellent. Forward a little bit. There you go. Beautiful horse graffiti. That's that's how it's done, baby. Looks great. Let's make sure to drawing it in MS Paint really does make it feel more real. Yes, it does. Let's put a light on it. Let's add a light. We're gonna add a spotlight. Okay, I'm gonna bring this back a little bit, bring it up. We're gonna angle it at the horse. And we're gonna widen this baby boy out. It is a little messed up. Hang on, how did I do that? I messed it up. Alright, whatever. I don't really care. Make this wider. Yeah! Somehow he got a... Let's do local instead. Bring this way back. And then bring this down. And we have made a spot where we're... That's great. I love that. We should put a name or something, like tag it with a name. Oh, but the art stuff is on my to-do list. So let's see. I'm supposed to be working on the art stuff. Where is it in here? Shoot, hang on. New point models. No, that's not it. Clean up topography at all levels. Export FBX textures into Blender. It's kind of here. Like, these are kind of the same. But I do need to just kind of like draw modular graffiti props for set dressing. This is what I need to do. I need to do this. I'm gonna put it in the normal so I can get to it sooner than later. Normal. Oopsie. There we go. Yeah. But it'll be stuff like this. Like, I'll just draw some crap like this and put it all over the game. Okay. What was I doing before? The pause menu. I was trying to get the reset button to work in the pause menu. I was writing the script for this. Public void. Reset. Reset settings. So this will be there all the time, so I can put them here. Game manager. I'm gonna copy this. Excuse me. I guess it kind of makes sense to put it here. So they'll get the references. Now, when you delete player settings, it should do this. I think the problem is going to be there is going to be a problem because I'm going to call this function these. So the main thing that I want is that these go. We'll do a game manager save. Yeah, I'm having a hard time connecting the dots here. So the pause menu needs to reset all of these. Pause menu. Game manager. So when the game manager does it, it resets itself. I need to update these values I need to update these values, and then I need to save the game. So I think what I do is I call whenever I'm paused and I call the reset settings, it calls the game manager's delete player settings. These references aren't here, so I don't know how that's going to work. This is fine, and these are fine. So these will go through. This is the problem. I wonder if I can just call the delete player settings. Yeah, I should be able to. So what we'll do is we're going to get a reference to the player manager 2. Private game manager, and then on start, game manager is equal to game object dot tag, find object with tag, and the tag is game manager dot get component. I typed it wrong. I do this every time. Get component, game manager. There you go. I got the game manager. Now I need to set this up to game manager dot accents. So this will fix this stuff. This, I need a reference to this. Where did I get this? Is it update sliders? Here we go. Main music source, just like this. And see, it's bad because I'm kind of doing double duty here. Like I'm calling the same stuff right here. Oh crap, hang on. That's not right. Whoopsie. I come back here. Private audio source, main music source. So main music source, volume, 0.5, game music. Yep. Okay, this will update this stuff. These are the values of these sliders that I'm gonna put into it as a public thing. Can I do, so the game manager has a save function, save settings. Oh, there we go. Okay, got it. So we do this instead. Game manager dot save settings, and do that. Beautiful. This will reset everything to 50. This changes the volume. It changes all of the sliders. Okay, that did it. I think this is good. Okay, and this should work at every level. Okay, that's hoping. Scenes. Sewers. Oh, no, sorry. Scenes. Title screen. Play. This should work. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the music down. Turn this way up. Apply. Reset. Turn it down. Turn this up. Apply. Back. Start. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I gotta fix the player prefab, but that's okay. When I reset, this stuff should... crap. No? Oh, I didn't attach to the functions. My bad. Hang on. Player, prefabs. It looks a little off too. I don't know how to fix that. Is there a way I can focus in on this canvas, please? That's not what I want. Yeah, see, it's a little weird looking down here. Let's move this to the right. Back to the right. Left, sorry. Looks a little bit better. I don't know. I don't really like how they're positioned. It just doesn't look like symmetrical. Anyways, reset. We put the player in here. Player goes in here. We go to his pause and we do reset settings. Now, in the player, come to the player. Here's all my sliders. Slider in, or slider X, slider Y, slider music, and then slider for SFX. Let's check. Yep, yep, yep. Great. Okay, now it's all good. Let's turn this off. Oh crap. Settings is fine, but we start with pause, turn settings off, and go to pause canvas and turn that off. And this is how our player is supposed to start. Now we're back at the title menu, and we should be able to nail this. This should be good now. So our settings are already set. Just start. Okay, feels good. Oh, look at our graffiti. Look at him. He's so cute. Hang on, let me make this bigger. Look at it. It looks so good. True art. Alright, settings, reset. Okay. Let's go back, resume. Now we should be able to go to the next level. Precious stag, that is right. It makes the level much more alive. Now we're here. Now we should go to settings and reset. Apply back, main menu, and it should still be good. Turn this stuff down, turn this way down, turn it up, apply, back, level select, level 2. Come on. Oh. I get it. I know what's happening. I'm still, whenever I hit the reset button, it's still in time 0. Ooh, interesting. How do I fix that? That's new. So let's look at this. Pause, settings, pause. Let's rename this to pause canvas. That's what it's supposed to be. No. Never mind. I take it back. Return to title is a scene loader, and it is a reset. So let's go ahead and come here. The lines ending in the following are not consistent. That's fine. So let's just change it to be, if it is a reset, we destroy everything, but we also take time scale and set it to 1. That should fix it. Yeah, that should fix it. Okay. Interesting bug. It's not a bug. I don't think that actually constitutes a bug. I think it's just like a coding error. Actually, I want to keep this. I like this guy. I'm going to keep him. Let's name him Henry. Henry the horse. Let's put him into my pictures folder. And we'll keep him here for a bit. We'll revisit Henry. Oops. All right. So next on the list, I think I'm really happy with those tasks, so pause menu is done. Settings, it seems like the settings are all consistent and can be saved. Player configuration is saved separately from level data, and level data is separate from player configurations. Buttons for delete level, save data, and reset, that's in there. Remove and replace copyright music, that's done. Make it so that when the game loads, settings are already applied. That is also done. All right, let's look at what our next highest priority is. Let's go ahead and exclude that. So next is tutorial UI and visual graphics for controls. Tutorial UI and visual graphics for controls is my next priority. Tutorial UI, I can do the visual graphics. Ethan has to finish those. I'll highlight this for now. But I need to take a short break. We'll go ahead and bring up the "we'll be back" sign. And I'll be right back. I gotta grab something. Alrighty. All right. Back and ready to rumble. Jin, what time is it over there? Isn't it like, are we like just straight opposite in terms of time zones? 11:40. You're an hour. You are like very nearly opposite, but you're an hour ahead. So it's an hour later for you. Man, it's getting late. I can't even I my sleep schedule used to be so bad. Like I'd regularly stay up 13, or you're 13 hours behind me. Yep. I would regularly stay up daylight savings, but it's 10:40 here. It's 10:40 a.m. here. Is that? Oh, that is 13 hours. Yes. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Not mathing properly. Okay, so I need to make some UI for the player. We're gonna make another canvas. I think I need to go into a different scene to do this because it's just not working. Here. Go to this scene. Where's the player? Here we go. Right. I used to stay up regularly to like 2 o'clock in the morning, like, and that was just my sleep schedule. This is because my last job I worked nights majority of the time. At least for the last few months I did. And then yeah, and then the what do you call it? Then I got this new job, and I have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning every single day so that I can get to the office at 6. So my bedtime is like 10 to 11, and whenever I go to sleep at 11, like I have a bad day the next day because I'm like so tired. But now it's like hang on. Now, like, I think 10. Is that a button? 10 is pretty okay. 10 to 11 is not a bad bedtime, but even still, like, I miss being a kind of a night owl. I feel like that's like just where I'm like the most productive. And that's also why I've started streaming, is because my productivity is like much better when I'm streaming, because if I feel like people are watching me, I work more diligently. Where it's like if I'm just sitting in my room by myself twiddling my thumbs, I'll just like not be focused at all. What do I want to name this? Let's name this tutorial canvas or text canvas. Oh no. Let's name it. I'm still a night owl, so I'm up pretty late, but I also wake up kind of early. You nap during the day. Yeah, that's another thing. I learned that some people, like, and that's like, it's, I don't know if it's I don't think it's a new thing, but I think some people can like take micro naps during the day and they can fill in their sleep like with that. But it's like there's arguments that like it's not healthy to just rely on napping because like you don't necessarily get the REM sleep that you need, or like the deep sleep. So like going to sleep at night helps you to get your deep sleep. But I kind of do that too, where it's like, at least I was doing it in the beginning, it was like right after work, I would take like an hour nap, and then I'd be able to stay up later. And then I'd go to sleep late, and like I would feel like okay, like I wouldn't feel like I want to die at work. Right? Okay, so this is going to be a text box. I have a couple of UI items that I actually have to hit, and it's probably for the best to do it here too. Add checkpoint in longer levels, level 5, sewer levels, setup dressing, point system, add up points and record time. Yeah, I mean that seems reasonable. I feel like 5, you got 2 hour long naps. If you take 2 Wait, 1 or 2 hour-long naps in the day? Okay, I thought you were saying you took multiple naps. I take like 1 to 2 hours. Yeah, that seems like about the same as me. And 5 hours at night. That's about 7 hours. Like, so in total, it's like, oh, we were told when we were younger, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So there's your 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Clean up topography for all levels, new point models for city, collision detection, make service. Goal objective UI. This needs to go up. High. Let's take this off, highlight this. So then points system, add up and count points, times, and record. This is gonna also be high. This will be a part of this. We're gonna do all UI now. Let's work on some UI stuff. Spawn box collision, add water hard deck, tell player they can't jump or move very fast on red surfaces. This is kind of gonna be mentioned in the UI, so we'll go ahead and move this up as well. Add wall jumping levels. Don't care about that. Add. So I need to make a system for telling, set dressing for all levels, props and points, levels, add checkpoints, draw, modular, graffiti props. When you finish level, make victory sound. Okay. Here we go. There we go. So we're working on UI. These are kind of the things I have to tackle for UI. So let's go ahead and start with like a box and get some like text in. So we're gonna add a UI, raw image. We'll make it black box. Box. This is definitely gonna change, right? So we're gonna go ahead and put this up in the top right. Go 0, 0, 0. Black box. Make it bigger. Let's do now this is something like I need to make it so that the black box, its size changes based on the text that's inside. So I don't know how to do that. I'm trying to see if there's a way here. I need to add the text either way, so let's add the text. Toolkit. Add text. Okay. I know that this font will change size. I don't think that there's going to be multiple objectives at a time. I think top right is a good spot to put the goal or like objectives. Let's just do this. Objective. So black box. We'll go ahead and take this and make it a black box. Then make it transparent. Let's go ahead and move the player. Holy crap. Come way down here and move the player. My god, man. Okay, save it like that and then go back to the game. Now we can see we've got our black box. We've got our text. Let's put the text in the black box. And then go 0, 0, 0. Right. So like that. Let's go ahead and make this like just straight 500. Don't want to be splitting hairs here. Go ahead and make this 250, should be fine. Now let's take the text. Reposition it. Like this. Then we're going to copy the text. And then this is going to be prompt. And this is going to be the thing that needs to be modified. We're going to add a tag and call it prompt1. Prompt 01. Save. And then we're going to come up with multiple of these prompts. Okay. Tag, add another prompt. Prompt 02. I don't know if there's going to be a way to make this the way I want it exactly, so yeah. Let's go ahead and cancel, oh shoot. Cancel the prompt 2, don't need it. Cancel this prompt, don't need it. Delete this. Now this is, what this is going to be like, get to the end of the level. Okay. Like this. Bring it down a little bit more. Now let's try something else, like collect all the coins. Okay. There might be need for another prompt that has all the numbers and stuff in it, and I can feed the numbers into it. But for now, I'll do this. And then what's gonna happen is the game manager, no, the level manager will funnel its information into this. So like puzzle manager and level manager will work together to fill out this level objectives information. Let's go ahead and make this more transparent. Okay. This is fine. Let's just make sure that it looks okay. Let's go ahead and apply this to prefab. Add a game object, apply. There you go. Very good. Objectives. Objectives. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to scenes. Title scene. Save. This is fine. Go ahead and play. Let's turn that music down. Music down. We might need to make these more, like make the multiplier for these higher. Because I don't, as it stands right now, I don't think they're like strong enough. Objective, collect all the coins. There you go. Here we go. Ah! Okay. Shouldn't I be able to roll normally on this? Yeah. Okay. Oh no. I need to add a live system. Okay. That works great. Add lives system. And game over. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to the testing scene. So now this stuff will need to be updated by the game manager. I just need to... The truth is, I don't need to do anything else here. All I need to do is make sure it's here, and then I can modify this. I need to take this, objectives top right, text prompt. I need to make this prompt 01, and then I need to have whatever the objective of the level is reference this prompt and tell the player what to do. So that means that I need to go into the levels themselves, look for the object that's going to handle this. So the level manager is likely the thing that's going to handle this, or the puzzle manager. So the puzzle manager might be a good option. Hang on. Puzzle manager. I don't see a script in here. Is it the level manager that's handling this? Give me a second. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me go over here to this other level, because there will be another puzzle manager. Here's the puzzle manager. So there is a puzzle manager script. Okay. To collect, to activate, uses key, game object. Okay. Prompt. Oh, Jesus. Oh, the stream is doing poorly. Hang on. Why are you doing so bad? Alright, come on. There you go. Got back to normal. Okay. This is kind of an interesting thing. Like, I need to I do need to draw it how it's gonna be. So, in a level, there are multiple objectives. There's an objective where you collect all the coins. So collecting all the points unlocks the flag. So, then there's some levels where it's just go straight to the flag. Then there's beat the level in under time. So like as the clock is counting, you know, you beat the level in a certain amount of time. So that's a time trial. So this is like lives based, or we can put a heart. So there's lives based, where it's like you have to get all the I mean, you'll always have a certain amount of lives in each level, I guess. Damn, man. Hang on. So there's beat the level in under 30 seconds, collect all the coins, just complete the level. So this is a collect all the coins type. All right. I'm just trying to think of what other game types there are. Okay, let's do this. I need to do an enum. I did a enum in one of these other scripts. I'm just trying to remember which one it was. I don't see it though. Is it this? Nope. Oh, it's the rotation. I remember. Okay, hang on, let me go find that. There's a script for rotating a cylinder. Let's see. Scripts. Rolling script. Here it is. Okay, public enum. There we go. That's what I want. So let's go back to the puzzle manager and write this. And then a public enum level type. Level type. And then we'll do collect points. Collect points. Time trial. And this one will be adventure. And it's just go through the level. Does it need anything else? No. Okay, collect. Level type, collect points. Time trial and adventure. Okay. Now how did I use this? If rotation direction equals rotation direction blank blank blank. Okay. Now, public level type equals level type. Okay. I could just do type. Type. This is not a, wait, there. It's a variable. So I select the level type. And then I'll write the cases for each one of these. All right, so let's split up our variables. I don't need these. I'm gonna make a separate script for is a key, like a door and key. So whenever you grab something, it activates it. I'll make it separate. So here's my stuff for the collection, like points to collect. I'll do a time trial. Let's do public float time limit. So this is how much time you have to finish the level, and then I'll do a private float timer. Okay. Then adventure. It doesn't need any of this stuff. Adventure is just get to the end of the level. I could do lives. So let's look at the game manager and see where my lives are. There's gotta be something that's like counting my lives. So I gotta go check that out. So level manager. Let's not do it in the level manager. I don't want to do that. Let's look here. Player spawn. I'm pretty sure my lives are here in my player manager. Lives equals 3. Huh. So collecting points, I have a system for it, but it's like, what if I want to do multiple, like okay, so let's say I have a level. Let's say I have a level where there's this area here, and I have to collect the points. So let's say there's like 30 points in here that I have to collect, and then once I do that, it unlocks the door, and then I can go forward. And then there's another section where I have to collect 20 points. So like if I do it like this, where it's based on the puzzle, then like I can't do modular like levels like this where like there's like multiple objectives. I can't do multiple objectives. I don't like that. I want to be able to do multiple objectives. So does that mean we scrap this part? I think I have to think about this some more. Because that would mean I have to write script. Hang on, let me go look. I'm trying to think. What? See, because this puzzle manager has to collect bottles, opens the finish line. Okay. Yeah, shoot. I don't think I do this here. I honestly don't think I do this here. So I took the key out. I'll keep the key as a thing. I'm gonna write another script. I'm gonna actually change this. Oh man, I'm gonna split this up into 3 scripts. I'm gonna have a points gathering script. I'm gonna have a or timer. Oh man, I keep getting streaming interruptions either way. So I think I need more time to kind of formulate this, and I've been streaming for about an hour and a half or 2 hours and a half anyways. So I think I'll have to call it for now, and then my internet will get better. The way you have it now is you collect points and then the finish line opens up, right? Yes. So the way it is, I have like I want to make it more robust and modular because right now it's kind of like it's kind of halfway there, but if I do it the way I'm kind of thinking it, it's going to make it really strict. So I want to be able to at any point put an obstacle that's a puzzle in front of the player, and then when they finish it, they can continue the level and then put like another obstacle in front of them. If I do it this way, this puzzle manager like controls everything. So I don't like that. Right now the way it is the player needs to collect all the points on the first level. And then the finish line shows up. So that's like an obstacle that I want. I want that to be an obstacle. It's just I don't want it to be controlled by like this overarching thing. I want it just to be I have to make another script. I have to make more scripts. Let's go ahead and just reset this for now, like to the way it was before. Yeah, let's get this out of here. I don't want this. Let's just keep it as it is for now, and I'll think of like a way to write this properly. There we go. Much better. Okay, let's keep this the way it is. So, like, this level 2, works off of this puzzle. But it's like the puzzle manager is like a standalone thing, and it's fine there. I should be able to put these puzzles in any order that I want, like one after the other. And then in addition, I should be able to put the puzzles on top of each other too. Like they should be happening at the same time. That's what I want. See, this level, its puzzle manager is empty. And that's because these bottles, they one after the other cause it to, where is it at? Puzzle manager, these bottles, one after the other, activate the other thing. So this bottle, this collectible, will activate the next bottle. So the bottle pops up, and then this bottle will make this bottle pop up, and that bottle will make this one pop up, and then that final bottle makes the finish line pop up. That's really modular. Like I have the freedom to choose that. I guess I'm just getting kind of in the weeds about it. See, this puzzle manager watches this array, and once this array is empty, then it makes this finish line pop up. So I think what I need to do is rename this script to like collector script or something. And then hope to God that that doesn't like mess up all of the references, because all of the levels are based off of this for the most part. And then I need to write collector script, time trial script, and probably another script. Oh, I got it. I figured it out. I know what I'm doing. So let's try this first. I'm going to try to rename this first. Puzzle manager. Let's rename this to collector script. Collector. Point collector. Point collector. Let's rename it to that. And then go into it and rename the script itself to point collector. Because this will be representative of my point collector. Point collector. Okay. Now I need to modify this. Public game objects array. I need an array of objects, and it's going to be to delete. And it's going to just make it so that if I, complete the objective, I delete some stuff or get, to collect transfer child count equals 0 and his key. I don't need this. I'm going to actually copy that later. For each game object in to delete, we do object set active, and we say an object delete or destroy game object, destroy. Yeah, I figured it out. Thank you. Destroy obj, like that. So this key stuff, I'll figure it out in a second. Let's just make sure that this still has everything I want in it. Probably doesn't. Point collector, bottles. It says, while importing the prefab file, asset prefab, problem detected when importing the prefab file, prefab, puzzle manager prefab. The file might be corrupt. Okay, this is my point collector. Why? You're fine. Can I just reset this? Can I refresh? Let's hit play and see what it does. It should just fix itself, right? Null reference, pause, level manager. Start, scripts, level manager. Oh, yeah, you're fine. Okay, I fixed it. Free flag. I don't really need this. I don't need this prefab. So let's delete that prefab because I honestly don't need it. Yeah. Okay. So now this puzzle manager has a points collector component in it. Once I've collected all the points in this bottle, it does this. Great. So now I need to write another script that is a key script. So once you get the key, it's basically just a really dumbed down version of the point collector script. So let's add another script. Let's call it the key script. Key. Create and add. And we'll put the key onto the blah, 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 blah. So let's make sure to edit this. A key will go onto any object that I can collect. And if I collect the key, it'll activate or destroy whatever. So I can quite literally copy this stuff right here. Let's go ahead and copy this stuff. Copy this. I don't need this in here anymore. Using these small scripts like this, I can like, and the cool thing about using script or writing scripts like this is that I can on collide. I need to use an on collide thing here. So I just need to I need to go find a script that uses the on collide. So I can just copy it. I don't really feel like memorizing all of these. So let's do a jump pad. I think this has a, so on trigger event, on trigger enter. So should I do the key through the puzzle manager object, or should I do the key as the object that I collect? I think it's the object I collect. So on collide, I think it's on collide enter. It's not on trigger enter. Oh, wait, I know exactly what I need to look at. These freaking bottles. Prefabs, bottle points, collectible, edit. So the collectible uses the on trigger enter. So it is on trigger enter. I was just being dumb. On trigger enter. Don't care about this. On trigger enter, we do all this stuff. We do the destroy. We do the activate, destroy, all that good stuff. We'll do shift tab, and then we'll do destroy dot game. Oh, excuse me, game object. So the game object that this is on. So the key will activate. It'll delete. I don't care about this. And then it'll destroy itself. So a key level, the key will retain all of the information it needs. So it keeps it modular. I can put as many keys as I need, and it'll do all this stuff for me. The point collector can also be used as keys. Like technically this to collect array, it's not an array, it's an object. So it looks at the children of the object, and once all of those objects are gone, then like technically if I collect, like instead of putting bottles, I just say the objects in that to collect array are all keys. They just look like keys. They're not actual keys. But this script makes actual keys. Okay, great. Next is the time trial puzzle. So let's go ahead and look at that, how to make that. So the key script, I can remove this because it'll go on individual objects. The time trial is like, it sets a timer. Let's add a component. Let's add a time trial. New script, create and add. So the time trial basically is the user or the developer will give the time trial, hey, this is how long the player has to finish this level. And the time trial is just responsible for counting up to that. And if it counts past it, the game ends, or it has to restart, or you fail or something. It's game over. Go ahead and edit this. So there's going to be obviously two floats. A public float time limit, and then a private float timer. Timer equals 0f. And then timer equals timer plus time dot delta time. So that's going to count the time up. And if timer is greater than or equal to time limit, like do game over or reset level or whatever. Okay. Game over, reset level. Okay, this is kind of the gist of it. I will need to do some stuff here. Now this begs the question, how do you set your player's life counter? So for the other type of game mode, so this is, there is the point collection. I have included another puzzle type for key collection. Key goes to the flag. So keys, points, time, and then lives. So in each level, I want to decide how many lives that the player has. And so like I can do it where like with a live system, if I have scene 1, 2, and 3, let's say at scene 1, I give the player 3 lives, they should have those lives continuously through the 3 levels. Or, 1, 2, level 3, give the player 3 lives here, 3 lives to start here, 3 lives. I think that the traditional way is to, at each level, give the player lives, or like retries. And then let's say level 4, this is like a time level. So like you're timed here. So like the lives don't matter. If you failed the time trial, you lose. And the lives are more like resets, like how many times you can try. Yeah, I think I like that. And then 5, and the lives thing can be stacked on top. Stacked on top. Yeah, the former is more challenging, the latter is more traditional. Yeah, the former is more challenging for sure, because it's like if I have to get through a series of levels with a certain amount of lives. Oh, okay, I can do this. I can give the player or I can give the developer a choice of how to do it. So right now I've written scripts for point collector, I've written scripts for trial, I've written a script for what's the other one? Keys? Let's do a lives system. So let's add a live system, and there's gonna be different types of lives. Let's see. So like there'll be one where it's like, okay, reset life counter. There'll be, and then there's the carry through or the pass through. So it passes through, like if you enter this level, it'll pass through the lives that you previously have, and it'll just be a boolean. So like the developer can choose which one of the options they want to use. It's like, do I want to reset the player's lives to this, or do I want to just carry through what the lives they had previously was? Okay, that sounds good to me. We'll call it life system or lives system, or lives check, or life manager. I think life manager maybe is okay. Lives manager. I don't know what, I'll do lives manager. Create an ad. Edit script. So we'll have 2 booleans, or no, we'll have an enum. Life coach. That's a good word for it. Let's go to that rolling script. Get my enum template. Put the enums here. Enum. We'll call it life type, or this is condition. Shoot, I don't know. It is a type. So obviously, like we're gonna do, it's gonna be reset or pass through. So reset and pass through. And this is mode. I'll do mode, enum mode. And it's reset or pass through. Those are the 2 modes. And then we'll do a public mode. and then the player will be able to choose. And now if mode is equal to mode dot reset, then we'll do this stuff. And then if it's mode reset, then we'll do else. Or if it's not mode reset, we'll do else, which means it's a pass-through. Okay, so now we need to do public int lives, and in both cases, let's say we do a reset, it just resets to this. Now let's say we do pass through. Let's say the player only has 1 life left, and we do pass through. What it'll do, it'll pass through that previous 1 life, but it'll also add whatever lives here. So if the developer just wants to pass through the 1 life, they just need to put a 0 here. But if they want to add lives to the player, like give them some extra lives, they give them a 1-up or something, they put a 1 here, and in the pass-through mode, it'll pass through the 1, and then it'll also add the additional 1 from the lives. And they can choose whatever they want. Okay, good. Now, we need access to the player's life total, which I'm pretty sure is in the player script. Let me go look. Let me go find it real quick. Player manager, edit. So there you go, the player manager. Here's the lives from the player manager. And the player manager has a bunch of helper functions for adding life. Yeah, so add life, lives, public void, sublife. The problem is that I can't reset. So I need to do something like public int set lives with a int l, and then we need to make this so that lives is equal to l, and then return lives. Okay, let's take this up here, add life, sublife. Yep, that's fine. And of course, if lives goes below 0, it's game over. And this is like where I'll put the game over stuff. I need to make a UI for game over. So let's go ahead and, did I write this? Add live system and game over. So let's take this out. I'm getting the live system. Let's add the add game over UI. There you go. That's a separate task. I mean, this is probably going to be high priority, along with this, which is the live system, which I'm adding right now actually. So that kind of got bumped up in priority by accident, just because the puzzle system is a part of that. Okay, so now I need to get access to the player private player manager, and then player manager is equal to game object dot tag, find game object with tag. The tag is player, and then the component, get component, and the component is player manager. Great. This, good. So there's my player manager. If the mode is reset, we set player manager dot set lives, and we set it to lives. Okay, now if it's a pass through, we do player manager dot add life, and we do lives again. There we go. And then if it doesn't add, it doesn't, like if it's 0, then it doesn't matter. Okay. There we go. There's our lives manager. That's it. That should be good. So let's go look at the puzzle manager. The lives manager, it says reset, do not reset to 0. Let's do pass through 0. So this means that my lives manager will pass through the lives for the player from the previous level and it won't add any. If I do a reset, I'm going to reset the lives to 3 so that the player has 3 lives. Okay. Whew. Pretty tough. So now I have the option of passing through or resetting the player's life. Simple enough. I lost my streamer music. Hang on a second. Let's look up that PlayStation music. PlayStation stream music. It should pop up. I know some of the stuff I can't use. Man, where the heck is it? Is it in my stream? Hang on. Alright, it's fine. I think it's about time to wrap it up anyways. I was supposed to go 2:30, now it's 3 hours in. I've got a lot of progress. I mean, I'm really, really happy that I got through the pause menu and the settings and stuff. That's great. Now we're just kind of onto the mechanics of the game, getting the UI sorted out. I was supposed to do that. I kind of got sidetracked into the puzzles, but the puzzles really should come first so that I can kind of tell the objectives what to do. That's how I got to this. Is like, okay, I got to get the puzzles all straightened out so that I can get the objectives on the upper right on the UI figured out. So that's the point collectors will be like referencing it. So let's say I think this needs to be private. Yeah. No. Technically no, but it should be private. Just in case. Private UI. No. We're not starting up again. I gotta take a break. All right. Anyways, yeah, well, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I think this is a good spot to stop. All right, Chin, thank you so much for joining. It's great having you sit in for a little bit. It's definitely like the old days when we got to sit and work together. I miss you like crazy. Um, but yeah, that'll be it for today. I'll stream again. I hope on the weekends. Man, I haven't had a lot of free time, unfortunately, and so it's like whenever I work and I get home, I stream for like an hour to 2 hours to try to get this game made. Streaming has been really helpful for keeping me, on track. But like I'd like on the weekends to stream in the mornings and maybe I can stream early enough to where like you can join and hang out. I don't know what your day to day looks like. But if you're like free on the weekends, like you might see me on here in the mornings. Um but I got stuff I'm leading some climbs today and then tomorrow I got a bike ride at like 7 in the morning. I gotta go get my tires aired up. My dad bought a new bike and he's like, I'm gonna go mountain biking. And I was trying to tell him like I tried mountain biking and I almost broke my collarbone. So I was like, all right, dude, you can try to ride a bike on some mountains, but I ain't going for it. I have your notifications turned on. Okay. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I got to talk to you for a little bit and you got to watch me work. This has kind of been a big hobby of mine lately, and I'm really enjoying it. I hope I can keep doing it. It kind of combines all of my like skills a little bit. I love coding and the computer stuff, but also, you've known me for a long time. I've been artistic, as you can tell from my very handsomely drawn horse Let's just go take another look at that. Yeah, look at him. He's so good. Okay. Yeah, I know you're busy too. You got lots. I'm sure you got lots of stuff going on. But we'll keep in touch. I'll be doing this regularly, so it'll be easier for you to find me if you need me. Okay. Anyways, I gotta get going. Thanks for coming in and hanging out in the stream. Thanks for all the support. I love you. Bye. See you later. Bye.